I have no memory of the week. The last thing I remember is hanging the piñata up on last Saturday, at Maryville's. I remember feeling extremely thirsty, and I remember telling Brandy my legs felt weak underneath me. After that, I have no memory of driving. They said I continued to feed. I drove home. I woke up Tuesday. I went to sleep Saturday night. I woke up Tuesday in my house, scared, bruising all on my arms as if somebody had grabbed me. My memory is completely erased. I still can't remember.
And social media star and nonprofit founder Shirley Raines has died.
Hey, my love, how you doing, King?
I'm doing good.
Good to see you, baby.
Thank you.
Known to millions on TikTok simply as Miss Shirley, Raines helped to feed and care for homeless people on Skid Row in Los Angeles and elsewhere in California and Nevada. She began the work in 2017 following the death of one of her 6 children.
Did you hear about the Shirley Raines case? Because the information being shared about her sudden death does not seem to make sense. After it was announced that Shirley passed away at the age of 58, people online began closely reviewing her videos since she had appeared just a day earlier looking completely healthy. Then suddenly she was gone. What they found was a woman who seemed fearful, as if she believed someone was coming after her. But what exactly was Shirley afraid of? It is one of those moments that hits deeply because she is gone so suddenly. Shirley had experienced homelessness while she and her husband struggled to provide for their son. When things became overwhelming, she made the difficult decision to send him to live with his grandmother, hoping it would give her time to rebuild her life. However, drugs were left within reach, and her son took them. That moment had a lasting impact on her. She began suffering from panic attacks and anxiety, carrying deep guilt as she constantly questioned whether her son would still be alive if they had a stable home and family environment.
It was very hard. The woman who had given me so much in life was also the cause of my greatest loss. And how do you rationalize that as a 20-year-old? I fell apart. I was very self-sabotaging. I couldn't keep anything together. The world looked at me and thought probably the same thing they think about the homeless when they pass them by. Nobody really knew what I'd been through, what I was going through. After my son died, I had no control over a lot of things, but I can control how long my eyelashes were. I can control the color of my hair. My sister kept on saying, you have to find a purpose for this pain, Shirley.
But what made Miss Shirley truly special was her ability to transform her pain and trauma into something meaningful that helped others. She founded her nonprofit organization, Beauty to the Streets, in 2017, and made it her mission to bring hope and support to those facing homelessness. In places like Los Angeles' Skid Row and other struggling communities across Nevada and California, people would line up knowing Shirley was there making a difference. She consistently provided food, hygiene supplies, and beauty services, while also using her voice to uplift the community. In 2021, she was honored with CNN's Hero of the Year award. There is no doubt that Shirley left a lasting impact everywhere she went. That is why the news of her sudden passing was so difficult for many to accept. Her team released a statement expressing deep gratitude for the overwhelming love and support they received, saying it meant more than words could express during such a painful time. They also shared that updates would be provided as the family makes arrangements and asked everyone to continue keeping Shirley's family, her team, and those who relied on her in their thoughts and prayers.
Thank you, my baby. I don't wish this on nobody.
Shirley truly received recognition and appreciation while she was still alive, so seeing people now celebrate her legacy only adds something meaningful on top of everything she already accomplished.
Shirley Raines, founder of Beauty to the Streets. Incredible woman, passed away.
What I can do is feed them and do their hair and give them some love and do their makeup.
She would always send me messages of love, and she never, ever asked for anything.
Still, Shirley's passing truly felt like a case of someone gone too soon. People began sharing that they had seen her handing out hot dogs and snacks just 2 days before the news broke, and she appeared cheerful, full of energy, and completely fine. However, according to official reports, She was found unresponsive in her home after police arrived for a welfare check. In the bedroom, the only things found were a finished plate of food and a single white pill near her pillow. There were no visible injuries or signs of struggle to suggest any external cause. Shirley had previously mentioned that she took Prozac, a common antidepressant for her panic disorder, on a daily basis, but the autopsy report does not clearly confirm whether she was taking it at the time of her death. If it was the same medication she had used for over 6 years, it raises questions about how it could suddenly have a negative effect. Another detail that has raised concern is a few videos she posted before her passing. Most of her content focused on her work, and she rarely spoke about her personal life, but around September 28, 2025, she shared a video from the hospital, explaining that she had spent 13 hours undergoing tests only to be told by doctors that she had somehow been drugged, which deeply unsettled her since she did not use any substances.
13 hours in Long Beach Memorial Medical Center. As you can see, most of my face piercings have been cut out. After seeing 2 doctors, 2 nurses, CAT scan, metabolic panel, EKG, all the testing and questions, they can only deduce that somehow I was drugged. What was it? We'll never know. The body absorbs it quickly, they said. By the time I woke up, it was no longer detectable. They said even if I saved my vomit, like I said I should have, they said it wouldn't have been detected in that. It has to come from your blood.
According to the doctors, her body absorbed the substance quickly, and by the time she regained consciousness, it was almost undetectable. She explained that she was dealing with memory loss and had no clear understanding of what had happened to her.
For me, it's just the unanswered questions: who, what, when, where, why. But I praise God for his protection. I'm grateful that I was able to vomit and get that all out of there.
When she first shared this, many people speculated that she might have come into contact with fentanyl due to her constant work with homeless individuals. There was also discussion suggesting that repeated exposure could have allowed the substance to enter her system through her skin. However, based on the symptoms Shirley described, it seemed more likely that she would have had to ingest, inhale, or smoke a significant amount for it to affect her in that way. This also was not an isolated incident. Not long before her passing, Shirley posted another video, and the situation appeared even more serious. She explained that she had blacked out and later woke up with no memory of an entire week. The only things she recalled were feeling extremely thirsty and experiencing weakness in her legs to the point where she could barely stand. She had returned home on a Saturday night, but when she became aware again, it was already Tuesday morning. She also noticed bruises on her arms, as if someone had grabbed her. When she went to the hospital, it was too late for doctors to determine what substance had been in her system. She was left confused, unable to remember anything or anyone who might have been with her.
I have no memory of the week. The last thing I remember is hanging the piñata up on last Saturday, at Maryville's. I remember feeling extremely thirsty, and I remember telling Brandy my legs felt weak underneath me. After that, I have no memory of driving. They said I continued to feed. I drove home. I woke up Tuesday. I went to sleep Saturday night. I woke up Tuesday in my house, scared, bruising all on my arms as if somebody had grabbed me. My memory is completely erased. I still can't remember.
It is unsettling to realize that up until her passing, Shirley never truly understood what caused those episodes or the memory loss she experienced. Some sources have suggested that the situation may not have been accidental, but instead something intentional. As her influence continued to grow and her work gained more attention, she was bringing awareness to issues that many people often overlook. She achieved so much in a short period of time, and her rising visibility made a strong impact. Because of this, many people believe there are still unanswered questions that deserve further investigation. There is a sense that something was not right, and that her concerns may not have been taken seriously when she needed help the most. Cases like this have raised concerns in the past, especially when individuals dedicated to helping their communities suddenly face unexplained circumstances. It is a deeply troubling thought, and one that continues to stay on people's minds. Shirley Raines will be remembered for her compassion, and for turning her personal struggles into a mission to uplift others facing hardship. May she be remembered with respect and gratitude for the positive change she brought into the lives of so many.